There's no pressure. There's
No
no pressure
pressure
at
at
all. I've
all.
been getting pressure since I was 10 years old. I don't think there's no pressure for me because I'm doing something that I love to do. And that's play the game of basketball.
You can see me? Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see me, cause I ain't gonna. We doing it. Ah, dang, I can't even. My bed not made per usual. Y'all know how I get down. Nah, I'm playing. I'm gonna make it right now. All right, let's go. It's your time. It's his time. It's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. 398 subscribers, man. And we going, it's going nothing but going up, man. But check this out, man. I know I told y'all I wasn't doing no more reaction videos, and I'm really not. But it's LeBron James' birthday today, so I had to do this video to pretty much, dedicate it to him. So, and how I know that is because I actually read the description on this video. So, no, I have not watched it yet, but I'm about to watch it with y'all. LeBron James just turned 37. He just scored 37 last night. They lost on some, man. LeBron, you should have just pulled up and sidestepped and shot that three to tie the game. I know you tried to get the ball back and then you lost your foot and threw the whatever, man. If y'all watched the game last night, y'all know it was very stressful. It's been hard to watch the Lakers this year, but LeBron, happy birthday, man. You're the best you're the best in the world. But I ain't gonna take up too much more of y'all time. This video is already 14 minutes, so we're gonna get straight to this video. We thought this was impossible, and this is the person whose channel it's on, Jimmy High Roller. I don't really, I do the reactions. It's just stuff like this. Stay tuned for the cooking video coming this week.
Sports, there is one opponent who is truly unbeatable. Father Time. He's cruel, unrelenting. He doesn't care about your goals or ambitions, and no one has ever got the best of him. There comes a day when even the very best must concede and admit defeat. Their time is up, and it was good while it lasted. But LeBron James is putting up a pretty damn good fight. In his 19th season, LeBron is doing the unthinkable. Old as dirt, got more miles on his legs than a 93 Honda, still somehow among the league's very best players. This is unheard of. It's impossible. Or at least it should be to any human being. So LeBron's got to be some sort of basketball android, unleashed on the NBA to set a new standard for sustained excellence. In his last 8 games, LeBron is averaging 30 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. The man's NBA career is older than half the people watching this video right now. And he's still doing all this. But as this Twitter user said, LeBron is in his 30s. This won't go on much longer.
LeBron is 30. This, I guess he used the F word, won't go on for much longer. Thank God. Pretty sure some of y'all watching y'all probably was y'all just like an idiot right here. But let's keep going.
This tweet was from
We got a long way to go,
2015,
y'all.
6 years ago, and nothing has changed. Today's video is brought to you by DraftKings. With Christmas around the corner, our partner on any NBA sports bets if they're playing them seriously. Guys, that's NBA years prior. The NBA, there was a unanimous agreement that the kid was going to be an absolute superstar. The most hyped high school prospect since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 35 years prior. According to other NBA players at the time, LeBron was NBA ready by the time he could legally drive a car. But even the most optimistic fans could have never predicted that 20 years later, that kid would not only still be in the NBA, but he would still be one of the best players in the league at nearly
One of the
37
best.
years old.
He's the
This dude has
best.
been around
He's the best. He's not one of the best. He's the best.
forever. In fact, he's been around for so long that his fellow class of 2003 NBA draftee Chris Bosh started his NBA career at the same time as LeBron, played 13 seasons in the league, retired, and has already been inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, LeJust the Kid from Akron is still an all-NBA talent. Dudes are out here at your local gym with knee problems and a bottle of ibuprofen on standby before their 30th birthday. And this guy LeBron is still jumping out of the gym and beating 20-year-olds up the court. It just doesn't add up. And it's not as much of his age that's surprising. There's been quite a few all-time greats that played into their mid to late 30s. Michael Jordan was the league MVP and won an NBA Finals at 35. Kareem was an all-star up until his last season in the league at the ripe old age of 41. And Kobe Bryant dropped 60 on a broken down body at the age of 37. It's not what LeBron is doing at his age. It's what he's doing in his 19th NBA season. A lot of guys play into their late 30s, but no one is this good in their 19th season. And I mean no one. In the history of the NBA,
That's how when you take care of your body, man. Like you just gotta. I heard he spent $1 million on his body, something like that, $250 million on his body. You just gotta take care of yourself, man. You gotta eat the right foods, work out, stretch. Stretching is a whole. Y'all, that if you ever go to a gym and you know people at the gym that don't stretch before they play pickup, man, you don't want to be one of them, man. You know, stretching before, like not stretching before you play, like that's not good. You probably stretching before you stretching helps a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Trust me. Like usually stretching helps a lot of stuff. Y'all that say y'all get cramps whenever y'all having, whenever y'all having any type of whenever y'all go intercourse with your girl, if you get a cramp because you didn't stretch. She get a cramp, she didn't stretch. Does she feel it because she didn't stretch? Stretching helps a lot of stuff, man. So just be aware that stretching can take you a long way.
there have been only 23 players to play 19 or more seasons in the NBA. That's 23 players that simply made it to their 19th season. And the majority of them didn't cross the finish line, they hobbled to it. Let's take a look at who these 23 players are and how good they were.
Ron averaging 28.
Bad. Kevin Garnett, bad. Shaquille O'Neal, bad. Jason Kidd, bad. Decent, bad, decent, bad, 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 decent, bad, 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 good, decent, bad, bad, decent. 23 players made it this far into their NBA career, and only 2 were still truly all-star caliber players. Now, for half my audience who I know are over the age of 25 and have probably retired from playing ball competitively, you know that the minute, the millisecond, you put down your shoes and don't get back to the court for days or weeks or even months at a time, you begin to feel all the miles you put onto your body over the years. Every bump, every tweak, sprain, collision, it all starts to add up. And yet, LeBron has been playing basketball at the highest level, night in and night out, for 2 decades, and he still manages to be on top of his game. Now, sure, the minutes are clearly starting to have an effect on him. He's missed considerably more games over the last few seasons than he did in his younger years.
Than he's ever missed. I ain't gonna lie though, like, that's something that, like, we really gotta, like, I don't think, this is something I need to say. Because people, if LeBron, let's say, like, no disrespect, I'm not going to actually name another. I'm not going to say other players to uplift LeBron. I'm not going to do that. But let's say LeBron's having, like, a mediocre type of year. They, like, people say he fell off with what he's doing now. Like, but they're not winning games, or, like, they're barely in the playoffs right now. Like, and LeBron was averaging, like, 20 points right now. Then y'all would say he fell off. But now that he's doing this, it's like, bro, just appreciate, just got to appreciate the greatness, man. You can't have it all. Remember the video I post? If you watch my video, I posted a video yesterday called "You Can't Have It All." You can't have it all, meaning LeBron doing all this stuff, but there's gonna be some type of something else. I'm seeing in defense, he's sitting down. He's not the best defender like he was before. Like he was never the best defender in the league, but he was a pretty good defender. Now he putting his hands on, he hand checking a lot now because he getting older. Like every hooper know defense take more energy than offense. Every hooper know that. Offense is at your own pace. Defense is not.
So all those players that I previously mentioned that played 19 seasons in the NBA, here's a chart of their points per game throughout their careers. And there's some really interesting.
And look how he's playing at this age.
From this chart, you can see that nearly every single player improved offensively in their first 5 seasons. A gradual climb up the NBA ladder into All-Star or even All-NBA status. From seasons 5 through 10, again, nearly all of them hit their stride in the league and play out their best seasons. Or, as we like to call it, their prime. But around season 11, we begin to see a steady decline in point production across the board. A slow and virtually linear descent from their once elite status. Usually a result of less minutes or a lesser role because, well, they're getting older. And by the time season 17 rolls around, most of these players have completely fallen into an almost counterproductive state. Their leadership, seniority, and legacy usually keeping them around on their last leg before they retire. But there's a few players that stand out. Here's Kobe Bryant, who had a super unconventional path to greatness with humble beginnings, but eventually reaching all-time elite levels of offensive production. And aside from a torn Achilles in his 18th season, he sustained his production better than virtually everyone else. Then there's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had one of the best starts to an NBA career the league has ever seen. And although he peaked relatively early in his career as a scorer, he became the all-time leader in points scored by maintaining all NBA level.
I'm not gonna lie, even though this video is about LeBron, like I just can't, like, this is like when I said it's gonna be my last reaction video, this is like my last reaction video. Maybe because it's too maybe hold on. Maybe it's cause it's 14 minutes or whatever, but I'm trying to tell you right now, bro, I'm not doing no more reactions. My content is strictly stuff that I just make from me. Like I can't sit here and just like I relate to this video too, and I still can't. I still like I still can't like it's just not,
Levels of
bro.
production
I'm still
throughout
gonna
his
post it, but like
entire
just
career.
can't.
And here's Karl Malone, who, similar to LeBron, used his innate scoring ability and superhuman durability to rack up nearly 37,000 points.
Only reaction videos I'm gonna do is if you have a song and you want me to react to it. You have to tell me to react to it though. Like I'm not gonna like I'll probably watch it just to see if I like it or not. But then if I already watched it, then the reaction's not happening. But if you tell me ahead of time, like, yo, can you react to this? Then I'll react to it. That's the only time I'm doing reactions after this, bro. I'm finna strictly like I got the cooking videos coming. I got the videos I dropped yesterday, videos like that. I got some shit coming, bro. Just stay tuned for it.
And now here's LeBron, who amongst even the most durable and sustainable players of all time has had a career trajectory that looks straight out of 2K. The dude hasn't budged in over a decade. If we remove the outliers of Malone, Kobe, and Kareem, the three horsemen of I'ma play until my legs fall off, we have a clear picture of LeBron's unreasonably excellent ability to stay on top of his game year after year after year. I mean, for Christ's sake, the man's trajectory is going up in his 19th LeBron's career. Yeah, just something to think about. Now, this may sound weird, and let me know if I'm crazy for even thinking this, but when I look at the totality of LeBron's
Bro,
career,
he jumped out. This play,
let me know if I'm
I remember this
crazy for
play. He
even
jumped
thinking
over
this,
him.
but when
I know the dude's only like what 6'2", but
I look at
still,
the
how
totality
tall
of
is he? He don't
LeBron's
even look
career,
6'2". He
I'm
look like
actually
he 6
surprised
foot
that
or
he
5'11".
doesn't hold the all-time
Look at
scoring
him.
record yet. He's been the all-time leader in playoff points for years now. He's played the 4th most regular season minutes in NBA history, and he's maintained the 5th highest scoring average ever in the process. As a fan of the game who was born long after Kareem retired, it's hard to imagine a player who has put the ball in the basket more than LeBron has. I mean, I get it, the numbers are right in front of my face, but it's still hard to wrap my mind around. Think about it. LeBron has averaged 25 points per game or more 18 times in his career.
LeBron has never. Last time LeBron averaged under 20 points, he said 25, but let me just put 20. LeBron ain't averaged that. He was a freshman in high school. He averaged 18 points on varsity. That was the last time he averaged under 20 points per game. Let that sink in. Go ahead. Take it in real quick. Pause the video and take that in. Take that information in real quick. The only time he averaged less than 20 points, he was at 13. He was a 14-year-old person. Go ahead. Take it in. I got time. Y'all can never bring King James down, no matter how much y'all try to say that he's washed. Y'all said he was washed in 20 the first time he went to the Lakers. Y'all tried to say he's not the MVP. Y'all tried to say all this stuff. Y'all tried to say, oh, he's a front runner. He's not a closer. He's this, that, and the third. Look at the stats, bro. Men line, women line, but numbers don't. Stupid.
The next closest player is Kevin Durant with 13 seasons. Kobe had 12, Karl Malone had 12, MJ had 11, and Kareem only averaged 25 plus points per game 10 times in his 20-year career. At the pace LeBron is going, if he can stay relatively
Shaq
healthy,
had 10
he
years
should pass
of
Kareem's
some
all-time scoring
incredible,
total
like
sometime towards the end of
unstoppable.
next
Shaq
season.
was just
And
different.
every
Like
single
you
bucket
couldn't
after
stop him
that is icing on the
in a
cake.
low block.
Even more insane is that throughout LeBron's career, he has averaged at least 25 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 5 assists per game 18 times. Now, 25, 5, and 5 doesn't sound like an absurdly good stat line or anything, until you realize that the player with the next highest total for seasons of that stat line is Oscar Robertson, who did it just 8 times in the 60s. Only 4 other players have accomplished this stat line for even 5 seasons, and those players are Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. No one even remotely close to LeBron. And that's because on the court, LeBron isn't really the best at anything, but he's one of the best at everything.
At
He's not
everything.
the best scorer, but he's certainly one of the best scorers of all time. He isn't the best assist man, but he is among the very best passers the league has ever seen. You can probably think of quite a few players you'd rather have take a last-second shot with the game on the line, but LeBron wouldn't be far down that list.
That's what I mean. You can't have it all. That's why that's my guy. He does everything. Is he the best shooter? No. He's the best ball handler? No. He's the best passer? In the NBA, yeah, he is. But is he the best passer of all time? No. Is he this, that, and that? No, but he got a little bit of everything. It's like when you added when the dude from Powerpuff Girls added the sugar, the spice, then everything nice and created these 3 little girls that had all them things. It's like LeBron had all them attributes. The only thing he don't have an attribute is he balding right here, and he's like a 74, 75% career free throw shooter. That's the only thing. You can't have it all.
There's been other players who have led their teams to more victories and more championships. But when the going gets tough, it's hard to deny that LeBron can lead a team through the fire just as well as his predecessors. By the time he retires, he'll more than likely have about 41,000 career points, 12,000 career rebounds, and 12,000 career assists.
Who gonna beat that? Tell me who's gonna beat that? Nobody.
Numbers that far surpass any other player's total or even what we thought to be achievable. Because at the moment, there is no one in the 38K, 10K, 10K club. But what about, let's say, the 36K, 8K, 8K club? No one in there either. Okay, what about the 34K, 6K, 6K club? Not a game is a defensive rim protector like Duncan. And as when people say LeBron is the greatest all-around player of all time, it isn't some sort of cop-out to the LeBron versus Jordan debate. It's the flat-out truth. Eventually, LeBron will join every other mere mortal in the next few years as we watch his career come to a close and his alien-like abilities begin to slowly fade away. I think. But even in his last days in the league, I just can't envision a world where LeBron
Said the
isn't
2028
at least
finals.
an all-star caliber player. The man could play until he's 44, and you can't convince me that he won't be a legitimate all-star even at that age. Most people assumed as he got older, he would have to change his game a bit to continue to find success.
He did. I ain't like that. His shooting got what? Like he's just been a streaky shooter, and then he started to get way more consistent. I think there was days where like the Spurs would like sag off him and make him shoot and stuff like that. And it doesn't matter. He could be a 50% 3-point shooter. He's always going to be better at attacking. That's just how it is. But it's just nah. Like that's good. Like he's shooting like because he understands if I'm shooting deeper, I know I can get to the post and shoot my mid range if my post fadeaways, but I'm shooting deeper and I'm making. You're gonna have to push up on me. Oh, blow by, stupid.
That's on the court. They said he would have to develop a better post game, and so he did. They said he would have to improve his jump shot from outside, and he has. They said he would have to learn how to lead a team down the stretch and embrace the big moments rather than run from them, and he did. No matter the circumstance, no matter the age or the mileage or the he's not one of the best players anymore narratives that pop up year after
Let's
year.
go back to this part.
Hope you all enjoyed.
Let's go all the way to this
They
part.
always-
When I say back, I meant to this part, not back as in I seen it.
Until next.
Pressure. There's no pressure. There's no pressure.
There's no pressure at all.
I've been getting pressure since I was 10 years old. I don't think there's no pressure for me because I'm doing something that I love to do. And that's play the game of basketball.
Hey, that's gonna wrap up the video, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Rest in peace, Dakari. We have 2 more subscribers away from 400, and you know what? Y'all know what's coming at 400. I appreciate y'all for 400. Excuse my language. Rest in peace, Dakari. Rest in peace, X. Rest in peace, my grandma. Both our grandmas, and I'm out. Bam time.